Hello, my friends. Kurt Berglund with you. We have today a game of old school Strat O Matic. It's advanced version, but no E ratings. That's right. It's the original 1971 Pittsburgh Pirates against the original 1972 Oakland A's, both World Series champions. Facing off in a best of 7 series today is game number 1. I'm looking forward to this one. I can't quite figure out who I think should be favored. Both teams won over 90 games. The 72 A's were 93 and 62 in, of course, the strike-shortened 1972 season. The 71 Pirates were 97 and 65 in 1971. The Pirates went into the World Series underdogs against the Oakland A's and against the Baltimore Orioles. And that was the season, of course, that the Orioles had 4 20-game winners. The A's in 72 were underdogs against Sparky Anderson's Cincinnati Reds. Both underdogs won their respective World Series in 7 games. The pitchers in game 1, so I didn't know how to figure out home field advantage, so I did it in a very scientific way. I rolled a D6. The A's won, and so they will host games 1 and 2, and if necessary, 6 and 7. And I'm thinking they're going to be necessary. The Pirates will host games 3, 4, and 5 at Three Rivers Stadium. So, those are your home field. Starting pitchers in game 1 will be, for the visiting Pittsburgh Pirates, Steve Blass, their ace. And for the Oakland A's, it'll be Jim Catfish Hunter, their ace. Couple of notes. I cobbled together these sets, so some of the cards will look a little funny, but they're right. The Oakland A's, I'm giving a clean bill of health to Reggie Jackson. Of course, he was injured for the 72 World Series with a hamstring injury that he suffered in Game 5 against the Tigers in the ALCS. I'm also giving a clean bill of health to the Oakland A's reliever Darrell Knowles, who broke his wrist in September of 1972 and was unavailable for the playoffs and the World Series. He is good to go. Both teams have extra players, so they have a full complement of 24 players each. Actually, the A's have 25. I stole the extra players for the A's from the Strat Fan issue of extra players, so they both have at least 24 players to use. And I think that's it. We are ready to go. We are ready for starting lineups. We're using the old school E ratings, X chart, so there's no E ratings. And we're using the advanced side of the strategy chart. Both of these documents in my possession are barely holding together. All right, so let's get to the starting lineups and get rolling. The 71 Pirates at the 72 A's, best of 7, game 1. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel. I need your subscriptions to keep my channel going, my friends, and I do appreciate it very much. For the visiting Pittsburgh Pirates today, leading off against Jim Catfish Hunter. Leading off at second base, it's Dave Cash. Batting second at third base, Richie Hebner. Batting third in right field, Roberto Clemente. Batting fourth in left field, Willie Stargell. Batting fifth in center field, Al Oliver. Batting sixth at first base, Bob Robertson. Batting seventh behind the plate, Manny Sanguillen. Notice there's no throwing rating for the catchers, so I'm treating all the catchers as throwing 0. Even though that may not be accurate, but that's what we're doing. Jackie Hernandez will play shortstop today and bat 8th. And on the mound is Steve Blass. In 1972, Steve Blass went 15-8 with a 2.8, 71, sorry, in 71, Steve Blass went 15-8 with a 2.85 ERA and 240 innings pitched, and of course, pitched a complete game masterpiece, allowing only 1 run against the Orioles in Game 7 of that World Series. So there is Steve Blass. All right, for the home standing, Oakland A's, Campy Campaneris leads off at shortstop. Matty Alou and his brutal +5 throwing arm will play right field and bat second. Joe Rudy will bat third and play left field. Reggie Jackson will bat fourth and play center field. Sal Bando will bat fifth and play third base. Mike Epstein will bat sixth and play first base. Gene Tennis behind the plate will bat seventh. Dick Green, fresh off of back surgery, will bat eighth and play second base. And batting ninth will be Jim Catfish Hunter. He went 21-7 in 1972 with a 2.04 ERA in 295 innings of work. So he was the ace of that staff in 1972, and he is ready to go. So it's Cash against Hunter to get this game started. And we are ready. We have a D20 that we will use when we need it. And these are our dice for today. All right, so the first pitch to Dave Cash from Hunter is ball 4. And how is the first pitch ball 4, you're asking yourself? That's the magic of Strat O Matic, my friends. All right, coming up now, Richie Hebner. Cash goes down to first. He is a B stealer, so the A's will be holding him. Hunter, the stretch and the delivery to Hebner, and that's trouble. It's to right and deep. It's going to drive Alou back, but that's out of the Oakland Coliseum. 2-0 lead for the Pirates in Game 1. Hebner in 71 hit 17 dongs. All right, here comes Clemente. Pitch from Catfish is grounded to Bert Campaneris. He gloves it and throws to Epstein for out number 1. Now it's Stargell, Willie Stargell. Hunter winds and delivers. Hey, struck him out, and there's 2 gone in the first, and now Oliver. Hunter, as Kurt Gowdy will frequently tell you on every YouTube game, that Hunter gives up the runs early, but then gets tougher as he goes along, and this is trouble for Oliver. To center and deep, it's going to get over Reggie's head. Oliver around first, he's taking second with a double, and he's in scoring position with 2 outs for Bob Robertson. Bob Robertson did some serious damage in 1971 with 26 homers. Not a lot of wheels, but he definitely could mash. Hunter, and I'm dropping dice, as is my custom, my friends, left and right. All right, so let's try this again with Bob Robertson. The pitch from Hunter is drilled to left. Rudy on the run. Is he going to get there? No, he's not. It's in the gap. Oliver scores easily from second. It's 3-0 Pirates. Robertson takes second on the double. He didn't hit very many of those, actually. He only hit 18 in 1971. So it's 3-0 Pirates in the first inning, and now it's Manny Sanguillen coming to the plate. Hunter on the ropes. Pitch to Manny is a comebacker. Hunter to his right, gloves it, and throws to Epstein for out number 3. So he gets out of it, but the Pirates score 3 on 3 hits and leave 1 after a half an inning. It's 3-0 Buccos. Bob Prince is a happy boy. Steve Blass comes out to face the Oakland A's with a 3-run cushion. Pitch to Campaneris is drilled by Campy to left. This drives Stargell back, and he makes the catch for out number 1. I think this is a very interesting matchup between these two clubs. This will be a good series. Alou, the pitch from Blass, is grounded to Dave Cash. He's to his right. He gloves it. He throws to Robertson, and there's 2 gone in the first. And now Joe Rudy, second in voting for the American League MVP. In 1972, grounded to Hebner at third. He gloves it and throws to Robertson, and it's a 1-2-3 first inning for Blass. So after after 1 complete, it's 3-0 Pittsburgh. Jackie Hernandez, Steve Blass, and Dave Cash, 8-9-1, coming up for Pittsburgh in inning number 2. Line shot at Bando, 1 gone. Not playing injuries, so not that that was an injury chance, but just so you know, there's not going to be any injuries in this series. So Reggie's hamstring is all good. Pitch from Hunter to Blass is tapped to third. Bando charges hard, gloves it, fires to Epstein for out number 2, and now it's Cash. 2 outs, nobody aboard for the Pirates second baseman. Pitch to Cash. Hey, struck him out on a bender, and that is strikeout number 2 for Hunter in a 1-2-3 second. After 1.5 innings, it is 3-0 Pittsburgh. For the A's in inning number 2, it's Reggie Jackson, Sal Bando, Mike Epstein, lefty, righty, lefty. Blass winds and delivers, base hit for Reggie. He's aboard. He's a C. They're not going to hold him. Bando up. He's a B, hit and run, but that's not what they're doing right now. Pitch from Blass, hit on the ground to Hebner. He goes to Cash for 1. The relay to Robertson is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 5-4-3 double play turned by the Pirates. 2 gone in the bottom of the second, and here's Epstein. Blass winds and delivers, and that's to center and deep. Oliver back, track, wall, gone. 3-1. Pittsburgh leads, but Oakland's on the board. Tennis comes up with 2 outs and nobody aboard in the second. Blass, the pitch, hit to left, but not deep. Under it is Stargell, and he puts it away for out number 3. We go to the third with a 3-1 Pirate edge. Tightened up in the second. 3-1 Pirate lead. Hebner, Clemente, Stargell. The pitch is driven to right center. Gonna bounce between Jackson and Alou, and it's gonna be a double for Hebner, who's having no trouble with the offerings of Jim Hunter to this point. A homer and a double for him. He's in scoring position for Clemente, and that's gonna get action going in the A's bullpen. And Vita Blue is the man called on for some long relief duty if they need it. So he's starting to warm up. Clemente is 0 for 1. Hunter, the stretch, and the delivery to him is grounded to second. Dick Green to his right. Blanson throws to Epstein as Hebner moves to third with 1 out. Now it's Stargell. Now they could walk him and go after Oliver, but that's no day at the beach either. So Hunter's going to go after Stargell, who is 0 for 1. The pitch from Catfish is to right and deep. Alou back, and it's gone. A 5-1 advantage for Pittsburgh on the 2-run bomb by Willie Stargell, who hit 48 of them in 1971. Yikes. The Lumber Company. Oliver is 1 for 1. The pitch from Catfish. Hey, hits it to right, but not deep. Matty Alou under it for 2 outs. Big time power show. 2-run homers by Hebner and Stargell. In this one, it's 5-1 Pittsburgh. Robertson at the plate. He drove in a run with a double in the first. Pitch from Catfish is grounded to Epstein. Mike Epstein, it scoots by him on the turf. It's a base hit for Robertson. He's 2 for 2. And he's on first with 2 outs now for Sanguillen. Manny is 0 for 1. Hunter, the stretch, and the delivery is a comebacker. Gloved by Catfish. He gloves it and throws to Epstein for out number 3, and he shakes his head as he walks toward the dugout. It's a 5-1 Pirate lead in Game 1 of this best of 7. Blass will face Green, Hunter, and the top of the order with Campaneris. 8-9-1 in inning number 3. 5-1 Pirates, bottom of the 3rd. The pitch from Blass is ball 4 to Dick Green. So now it'll be Hunter. Not a bad hitter. All right, Blast the stretch. The delivery to Catfish. He squares to bunt, and it's not a good one. Gloved by Sanguillen, who fires to Jackie Hernandez at second base for the fielder's choice putout on Green. No relay to get Hunter at first. He beats the wrap, and Campaneris comes up now with 1 out and 1 on. Campy's 0 for 1. Blast the stretch and the delivery. Hey, strikes out Campaneris for his first strikeout. It's the broccoli cauliflower medley. Gas. Now it's a Lou. 0 for 1. Base hit center field. Around second base is Hunter heading for third. Alou holds at first, and there's A's at the corners with 2 outs now for Rudy. All of a sudden, the A's have a scoring opportunity with 2 outs. Blass, and a little bit of a jam. Rudy 0 for 1. The pitch to him is hit to center. Oliver is not a Gold Glover. He is a 4 out there. And this is trouble. It's going to bounce between Oliver and Stargell and roll all the way to the wall. That will score Hunter from third easily. Here comes Alou around third. They're waving him, and he will score. And Joe Rudy has himself a 2-run, 2-out double. It's 5-3 now in the 3rd inning. Pittsburgh leading, but the A's very much in the game. Reggie Jackson comes to the plate with Rudy in scoring position. Blast the stretch, and the delivery to Jackson is to center and deep. This is Oliver. Back to the wall. It's gone. We have a tie game. A 2-run homer by Reggie Jackson makes this a 4-run 3rd inning, and we are tied at 5. Yikes. 2 homers for both teams. The A's, Jackson and Epstein. The Pirates, Hebner and Stargell. 5-5 ball game. We're back to even. Now it's Bando, who's 0 for 1. 2 outs. Hit to center. Oliver on the run. Oliver drops the ball. Then he kicks it. Bando around second. The relay into Cash. Cash to Hebner. No, Bando is safe, and that is a 3-base error on Al Oliver, who's clanked this inning up pretty well. A's have the lead run at third base now against Blass, and their bullpen, the Pirate bullpen, is going to get going. Luke Walker and Bruce Keeson, lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way I like it. Heating up in the bullpen. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. Epstein homered last time up. Blast the stretch and the delivery. It's ball 4. A's at the corners now. They have batted around. Here comes Gene Tennis, the catcher, against Blass, who's got Danny Murtaugh looking extremely nervous in the dugout. As nervous as Danny Murtaugh ever looked. The pitch from Blass struck him out, and that will retire the side, but the A's get 4 on 3 hits. A couple of misplays by Al Oliver, and after 3 complete, we are tied at 5 in this one. So, Jim Catfish Hunter is feeling a lot better about life right about now. We're going to the top of the 4th. It's Hernandez, Blass, if he bats, and Cash. 8-9-1 coming up for Pittsburgh. Pitch to Jackie. Hey, struck him out. That's 3. 3 strikeouts for Catfish. Blass will bat here in the 4th. Hunter delivers. And it's ball 4. He walks Blass on a 2-10 and a 1 pitcher hitter card. That's not easy to do, but he does walk him, and here comes Cash. This is not Catfish's gold medal day. Cash is 0 for 1, a walk and a whiff. Popped up. Bert Campaneris on the infield. Dirt will call for it and take it for out number 2. And Hebner, who is 2 for 2 today. 2-run homer and a double, and scored 2 runs. Hunter the stretch and the delivery. It's a base hit for Hebner. Lands in front of Reggie Jackson. Blass gambles and goes to third. Jackson's throw comes into second, and there's Pirates at the corners for Clemente. Vida Blue is throwing in the A's bullpen. Dick Williams, top step of the A's dugout. Clemente 0 for 2. The pitch to Roberto, hit in the air to right toward the gap. Matty Alou on the run and gets there for out number 3. The Pirates threaten in the 4th but do not score after 3.5. It's 5-5. Pirates and A's. So it's 8-9-1 again for Oakland. Green, Hunter, and Campaneris. Blass winds and delivers to start the bottom of the 4th. Slap to left. Stargell on the run, coming in and makes the catch for out number 1. Here's Catfish. Fielder's choice last inning, but he also scored. Hey, struck him out. Broccoli, cauliflower, medley, gas. 2 gone. 3 strikeouts for Blass. Campaneris up. Bottom of the 4th. Tied at 5. The pitch from Blass. Popped up. Dave Cash on the infield dirt in Oakland will call for it and will take it. For out number 3 after 4 complete, we've settled nothing. It's a 5-5 ball game. Top of the 5th, Stargell, Oliver, Robertson, lefty-righty against Hunter. Catfish has allowed 7 hits. He has walked 2 and struck out 2. He's allowed 5 runs. They're all earned. Pitch from Willie is hit to right. Extremely high, but not extremely deep. Matty Alou will take it for out number 1. Oliver 1 for 2 today. And brutal in the field. Line drive. Green makes the catch on this liner. 2 gone now. And Robertson is 2 for 2 with a run-scoring double in the 1st. Hunter winds and delivers. Hey, struck him out. Catfish's second 1-2-3 inning. He's got 4 strikeouts now. We're halfway through this one. Going to the bottom of the 5th. It's a 5-5 ball game. All right, for Oakland, it's the 2-3-4 batters in the bottom of the 5th. Alou, Rudy, and Jackson. Lefty-righty lefty against Blass. Matty's 1 for 2. The pitch popped up. Jackie Hernandez on the infield grass will call for it and take it for out number 1. Now it's Rudy. Joe, 2-run double in the 3rd. He's 1 for 2 with the pitch. Hit to right on a line at Roberto Clemente, positioned perfectly, and there's 2 gone in the 5th. Reggie up, tied the game with a 2-run bomb in the 3rd. He's 2 for 2. Pitch from Blass, line drive. Cash makes a nice play, and that will retire the A's in inning number 5. We go to the 6th. 7, 8, 9 coming for Pittsburgh. That's Sanguillen, Hernandez, and then maybe Blass. Hunter winds and delivers to Manny. Hey, struck him out. The 5th for Catfish. He's retired 5 in a row now. His longest streak in the game, matching his longest streak in the game. Hernandez up 0 for 2. Pitch from Catfish. Hey, struck him out. 6 for Catfish. 6 in a row retired. 3 strikeouts in a row. And so they're going to let Blass bat. Pitch to Steve is a comebacker to Catfish. He gloves it and throws to Epstein, and that will retire the Pirates in inning number 6. Maybe now we're settling into a pitcher's duel. Bando, Epstein, Tennis in the Oakland 6th. Sal is 0 for 2, but he reached on a clank error by Oliver back in the 3rd. The pitch from Blass to Bando is hit in the air to right. Clemente toward the line will make this catch for out number 1. Epstein hit a homer in the 2nd, 1 for 1. Ball 4, he walks for the 2nd time and breaks up Blass's string of 7 in a row retired. Tennis comes up. Gino 0 for 2. Blass the stretch and the delivery, grounded to Robertson toward the line. He staggers to the bag unassisted as Epstein moves to 2nd. Scoring position for Mike, and here's Dick Green batting in the 6th. Dick is 0 for 1. The pitch from Blass is grounded to Hebner. That's not a good thing for Pittsburgh. And Hebner gloves it and makes the throw to Robertson, who makes a nice scoop. And that will retire Oakland in the 6th. We go to the 7th. We're still tied at 5 in game 1 of this best of 7. We're off to a good start. We had a good game in game 1. Top of the order for the visiting Pirates right here. Cash, Hebner, and Clemente, righty, lefty, righty against Hunter. Jim has retired 7 in a row. The pitch to Cash is grounded to Campaneris from the hole. Campy's got plenty of arm. Epstein stretches, and they get Cash by half a step. Hebner's 3 for 3. 1 out, top of the 7th. The pitch from Hunter. Ground ball, Bando to his left. He gloves it, plants, and throws to Epstein for out number 2. Clemente is 0 for 3. Pitch to Roberto from Hunter. Line shot caught by Bando, and that will retire the side. Hunter's string is up to 10 retired in a row. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch them out with the score. Pittsburgh 5, Oakland 5. The Pirates, Dick Williams has to decide whether to let Hunter bat to lead off the 7th, and he will. Blass winds and delivers to Catfish. Ground ball, Dave Cash. And it takes a bad hop. It's by him for a base hit for Hunter. Campaneris comes to the plate with the lead run on first. Pittsburgh's bullpen gets cooking now. And it'll be Dave Justy and Luke Walker throwing now. Lefty-righty double-barreled action. Keeson takes a seat, and Campaneris stands in against Blass. Blass the stretch and the delivery to Campaneris, who squares to bunt, and he gets it down. Gloved by Blass. And he throws to Cash, covering at first base. Hunter moves up to 2nd with 1 out for Alou. Go-ahead run in scoring position now for Oakland. Matty is 1 for 3. Blass the stretch. He checks Hunter at 2nd. And the delivery to him is popped up one more time. Campaneris under it for out number 2. And here's Rudy. Coming to the plate, 1 for 3. Blass the stretch, and the delivery is ball 4. And that's going to bring up Reggie with 2 on. Danny Murtaugh is going to walk to the mound now and talk to Blass. He does, and returns to the dugout. He's going to let Blass face Jackson here in the bottom of the 7th. Hunter's at second, Rudy's at first. There are 2 out. Pitch from Blass is a base hit for Jackson. That's going to give Oakland the lead. Oliver's throw comes into second base. Reggie comes through. He's got 3 RBIs in the game. Hunter scores from second. Rudy goes to third. And that's going to do it for Mr. Blass. So Steve Blass goes 6 2/3 as Danny Murtaugh takes the slow walk out to the pitcher's mound. He allows 7 hits. He allowed 6 runs so far. They're all earned officially, but Al Oliver didn't do him any favors in the outfield. He walked 3, and he has struck out 3. He has allowed 2 home runs, 1 to Jackson, 1 to Epstein. Justy is the closer, but Danny Murtaugh is obviously thinking this is the ball game here. In 71, he was 5-6 with a 2.93 ERA in 86 innings. He is a right-hander, and he is on to face the A's captain, Sal Bando. A's at the corners. There are 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Keeson takes Justy's spot in the bullpen, so he's throwing with Walker. Bando's 0 for 3. Justy the stretch, and the delivery is lined out to Cash, and that retires Oakland in the 7th. But they take a 1-run lead on 2 hits, and they leave 2. After 7 complete, Oakland has climbed all the way back. They were down 5-1 at one point, and they now lead 6-5 with Hunter ready to try and close it out. It's Stargell. We're in the top of the 8th. Stargell, Oliver, Robertson, 4-5-6 for Pittsburgh. The pitch to Willie is a comebacker to Hunter. He gloves it and throws to Epstein for out number 1 in the 8th. That's 11 in a row retired for Hunter. Here's Oliver. 1 for 3. And the pitch to Al is drilled to right center. This is going to get past Alou and Jackson. Oliver around first with his second double. He's in scoring position. And the A's bullpen gets cooking. Raleigh Fingers and Darryl Knowles start. Lefty-righty double-barreled action just the way I like it in the A's bullpen. And it's a good one, and it's a deep one in 1972. Robertson at the plate with a chance to tie the game. Oliver at second. There's 1 man out. First base is open. Sanguillen is on deck. Robertson 2 for 3. The pitch from Hunter. Ground ball, Campaneris. Campy gloves it and launches it into the first base box seats. That will score Oliver on the E6, and Robertson will take second. We are tied at 6. Yikes. Campy with a gaff. Sanguillen comes to the plate. Robertson at second. 1 man out, top of the 8th. We're back even at 6. Sanguillen 0 for 3. The pitch to Manny is a base hit to right. That's going to score Robertson, and it's 7-6 Pirates. Here comes Dick Williams out of the dugout. That's going to do it for Hunter. He wants Fingers, and he wants him right now. So it's going to be Raleigh, as the error by Campaneris leads to all sorts of bad things here in the 8th. Hunter's numbers on the day: 7 1/3 innings, 9 hits allowed, 6 runs so far, 5 of them are earned. although Sanguin is his responsibility at first base as well. 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, and 2 home runs allowed, just like Blass did. Fingers is on. He was the closer, but they had Knowles as well. His numbers in 72, 11 and 9 with a 2.51 ERA and 111 innings pitched. And he will face Jackie Hernandez as the Pirates lead now 7-6. Jackie is 0 for 3. Fingers the stretch, and the delivery to Jackie Hernandez is hit to center, driving Jackson back a few steps, and he'll make the catch. Sanguin returns to first, and that'll bring up Dave Justy, who is going to be allowed to hit now because suddenly the Pirates have retaken the lead. 2 outs, Sanguin at first. Pirates have 2 in and lead the game 7-6. The pitch. Ground ball comebacker to Fingers. He turns and throws to Epstein for out number 3 in the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and the Pirates have given back the lead, and now they have retaken the lead. It's a 7-6 Pirates advantage as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Justy is on. He is the man in the Pirates bullpen, and he will face Epstein, Tennis, and Green unless Dick Williams goes to his bench. The 6, 7, 8 hitters in the Oakland lineup in the bottom of the 8th. Justy's first full inning of work. The pitch from Justy to Epstein is ball 4. He walks him. Epstein is not fast, and so he will be run for at this point. In the 72 World Series, Dick Williams used Mike Hegan to run for Epstein, and so I'm going to do that as well. Hegan is a 1-14 runner. He's not a stolen base threat, but he is faster than Epstein by a good margin. He's also better defensively. So he is on for Epstein at first base. Now it's Tennis coming to the plate. Justy, the stretch, checks Hegan at first, and the pitch to Gino. He squares to bunt and pops it up. Robertson gloves it, and that is 1 down. Green is due. He will not bat. Dick Williams did that pinch hitting for his second baseman thing obsessively, looking for a hot bat. So we'll do that too. Mincher will bat for Green. Raleigh Fingers standing in the on-deck circle. Hegan still at first. Mincher's numbers on the 72 season, not good, but he can put a jolt into one and he can draw a walk, so he's on. Justy, the stretch, checks Hegan at first. The pitch to Mincher is ball 4. 2 on now. Justy's control deserting him. The Pittsburgh bullpen cooking with Keeson and Walker throwing a full game down there. Fingers is going to be hit for. And the pinch hitter will be Angel Manuel. Backup outfielder. Lost his spot when they acquired Matty Alou in the starting lineup. Manuel's numbers in 72, 246 with 5 homers. He's on. Righty-righty matchup. Justy having trouble. Pirates lead 7-6, but the A's have 2 on in the bottom of the 8th with 1 out. Pitch to Angel from Justy, and I continue to drop the dice. Base hit. Manuel, center field, drops in front of Oliver. Around third comes Hegan with the tying run. We have a 7-7 game. Around to third goes Mincher. There's A's at the corners with 1 out. Justy having all sorts of trouble, and here comes Campaneris. 7-7, bottom of the 8th, 2-1 man out. Campaneris is up. He threw the ball into the lower boxes last inning to give the Pirates the lead. 7-7 ball game. Mincher at third. They're going to get a runner for Mincher now. He is the go-ahead run, and it's going to be Ted Kubiak, who will doubtless go into play second in the top of the 9th. So it's Justy against Campaneris in a dead even ball game with A's at the corners. 1 out. Justy, the stretch, the delivery. Here comes Kubiak from third. The squeeze is on. The infield was playing in, and Hebner gloves it, and his only play is to Robertson at first as Kubiak crosses the plate with run number 8 for the A's. A suicide squeeze bunt by Campaneris gives the A's an 8-7 lead on the 5-4 putout. And Matty Alou comes to the plate. Yikes. Mangual at second. Alou at the plate. Justy has spit back the lead. It's 8-7 Oakland. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs now. Justy's pitch to Alou. Base hit, Matty Alou. Drops into center field. It scoots past Oliver. Scoring from second is Mangual. It's 9-7 Oakland. Getting to second is Alou. And here comes Rudy. Here comes Danny Murtaugh, and that's going to be it for Justy, who couldn't get the job done. 9-7 Oakland. In the bottom of the 8th, Justy's numbers: 1 inning, 2 hits, 3 runs allowed, all earned, and Alou is his responsibility on second base. He walked 2, he struck out none, didn't allow any homers. The new pitcher will be Bruce Keeson, a right-hander to face Rudy. Keeson in 71 was 6-5 with a 3.41 ERA and did some yeoman's work in the 71 World Series in relief. Rudy with first base open, Jackson on deck. Joe is 1 for 3. The pitch to Joe Rudy. Ground ball, Hebner. This could get ugly. He makes this play and fires to Robertson to stop the bleeding, but Oakland scores 3 in the 8th. After the Pirates scored 2 in the top of the inning, the A's come back with 3 in the bottom of the inning on 2 hits, and they leave 1. The 2 walks by Justy were killers. And it's now, after 8 complete, Oakland 9, Pittsburgh 7. This is turning into a classic. Darryl Knowles coming on to close it, or try to, for Oakland. Fingers went 2/3 of an inning, and he was perfect. Knowles will face the top of the Pittsburgh order in inning number 9. They need 2 to keep it going. 3 to take the lead. Cash will lead off. Hebner is standing in the on-deck circle, but may not face the left-handed pitching Knowles, as he was platooned. Even though he's having a 3-for-4 day, he was platooned in 71. All right. Cash leads off, however. He is on an 0-for-3 day. He walked and scored a run as well. Knowles, will tell you about him. He was a key part of the 72 A's bullpen, 5-1, with a 1.36 ERA and 66 innings of work before he broke his wrist. And now it's Cash. Pitch from Knowles to Cash. And I'm still dropping dice left and right. Is ball 4. The Pirates have our base runner to lead off the 9th, and Dick Williams is looking for matches so he can light himself on fire. Richie Hebner is not going to bat. Danny Murtaugh calls him back, and it's going to be Gene Kleins to pinch hit for him in the 9th. So Hebner's day is done. 3 for 4, a double, a homer, 2 ribbies, 2 runs scored. Kleins, 308 in 71, with 22 walks and 273 innings, 273 at-bats. So they need him to get on, and Clemente is on deck. The A's bullpen is at work, as you might imagine. There's nobody out in the 9th. And it's going to be Locker and Blue throwing lefty-righty double-barreled action. The pitch to Kleins. Hey, struck him out. 1 gone. But now the tying run comes to the plate in the person of Roberto Clemente. Clemente in 71, 341 with 13 homers. Knowles the stretch, checks Cash at first. Roberto is 0 for 4 today. The pitch to him, hit to center. Reggie Jackson under it and makes the catch for out number 2. And it's the last chance saloon, but it's a heck of a last chance. It's Willie Stargell with 48 bombs on the 71 season and a 295 average. Lefty-lefty matchup. He is 1 for 4 with a 2-run homer in the game so far. If he hits another one, we're tied up. Knowles the stretch, and the delivery is hit to left and deep. Rudy, warning track, wall, and makes the catch. Oakland wins game 1. It's a 9-7 victory for the 72 A's. We'll give you the totals for the A's. 9 runs, 9 hits, and they committed 1 nearly game-costing error. They were down 5-1 and came back to win 9-7. For the Pirates, 7 runs on 9 hits, and they committed 1 official error, but Oliver could have had another one. Not a defensive classic. The winning pitcher is Raleigh Fingers. The save goes to Darryl Knowles, and the loser is Dave Justy. This was game 1. Buckle up and come on back for more. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good day. This was fun. So long, everybody.